Following Africa and South America, this is the start of Chapter 3 in the history of the Dakar, in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia.
If you met someone from the other side of the world who'd never heard of the Dakar and you wanted to explain the idea of it, what would you say?
Well, first of all, I would listen to his story, because I'm sure I'd find it very interesting. But then I'd tell him my story, the story that we're lucky enough to be telling. They'd be different, but maybe not so different in the end.
These men have an incredible advantage over us. Their philosophy of timelessness. It makes me want to be 1,000 times more respectful of the desert.
The best moment for me is what I'm doing right now, reconnaissance with a brilliant team of guys. There are 15 of us and everybody's experienced. They all know their roles. That doesn't stop us from having fun, but it's about doing a serious job, to know what we're doing and why we're doing it. Everyone has a clear mission, and it's great to see the project moving forward.
Ivan and Serge are tracing the map, which is a very useful and precise job. Well, we've got our nose in the air. In these landscapes, the level of difficulty can suddenly step up 3 levels.
It's an immense desert, 4 times bigger than France, so there are possibilities in every direction. And we can use it all, so I see an incredible future for the rally here. There is a big element of surprise, and it's just beautiful, magnificent.
C'est magnifique.
My dream began with watching others. I had no real idea that one day I'd be involved as well. It was my father who told me, one day I'll take you, I promise. He was Hubert Auriol's mechanic.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're in the lead.
Let's hope it lasts.
Once you've been bitten by the bug, it's very hard to resist coming back.
A perfect result for this Dakar. Peter Ancel, Auriol, we couldn't have dreamt of better winners.
Why I am here, why I am still here. I say I am here because of the people around. It makes me younger, it makes me happy. It makes me feeling at home.
We talk a lot about the Dakar family. It's true that there is a tribal nature to it, like a tribe who get together once a year for an adventure.
Thierry Sabine used to say the Dakar is for amateurs, but we accept professionals, and it's that mix which makes it so strong.
We're just tiny grains of sand. It's true for everyone here. There are no stars. We're all in it together, which is why there's a great atmosphere.
Can you lend me 10 litres? Well, thanks very much. I'll see you again later. What's your number?
2.
Oh, wow.
It's about discovery, but also about solitude at times. That's maybe another thing that we're looking for here, getting away from civilization, which is everywhere back home and can sometimes be oppressive. Everyone's enjoying their adventure, making their journey and sharing it all. They help each other out. There are lots of values. You can be a fan of the Dakar or not, but all that is part of it. It is what life on the Dakar is all about.
It's time to open the door to a new chapter, a new land for the Dakar to explore. This is Saudi Arabia, a huge and diverse country, over 2 million square kilometers, a rugged Middle Eastern peninsula between the Red Sea to the west and the Arabian Gulf to the east. With its busy cities, sacred sites and vast desertscapes, this is the home of adventures and history, both human and natural. Ancient civilizations and cultures ready to host the cutting edge of 21st century motorsport. Welcome to the Dakar in Saudi. Let's have a look at what awaits the crews this new year in our new Middle Eastern home. Starting in the Red Sea port of Jeddah, the first 3 days stages head to the far northwest of Saudi Arabia and the city of Neom, near the border with Egypt, before diving inland eastwards across the heart of the country for a brief pause in the capital city, Riyadh. Then the rally continues relentlessly south into the Empty Quarter, the biggest expanse of desert sand in the world, before looping around to the finish in Qiddiya on the outskirts of Riyadh. 12 daunting stages to take the Dakar into its unknown Arabian adventure.
Well, before we dive into this 2020 edition in the bikes, let's remind ourselves of what happened last time around. Well, the big guns were determined to put an end to KTM's 17-year dominance in this class. Honda's Ricky Brabec had the overall lead at the halfway stage, although Pablo Quintanilla got himself on top after the rest day. Meanwhile, KTM star Toby Price was suffering with an injured wrist.
Yeah, I don't think I can keep the pace with the guys at the front with the amount of pain that's in the wrist.
But as the Aussie continued to soldier on, his rivals fell away one by one.
This was our year. We had it in our hands for the whole rally.
They say that in life the wheel of fortune turns, but it never seems to turn in the right way for me. Trailing Price by a minute on the final stage, Quintanilla went for it with disastrous consequences. The KTM man gritting his teeth to win a second Dakar.
I'm over the moon. I'm so damn stoked, and it's been a long 10 days, and now I just wait and see what damage I've done to the wrist.
A dominant KTM even making it a 1-2-3 with Price ahead of Walkner and Sunderland. Welcome to Jeddah, the bride of the Red Sea. A bustling commercial centre on Saudi Arabia's western coastline and gateway to the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, it is the starting point of Dakar 2020, with scrutineering taking place over 3 days. Now, it's become a familiar theme in the bikes. Can anybody knock KTM off their perch? The Austrian giants have triumphed 18 times in a row, and all 3 of their riders are former winners.
It's no easy task to win that many in a row. I don't even know what I was doing 18 years ago, but I wasn't racing Dakars. You know, it's something that I'm proud to be a part of, and yeah, hopefully we can keep that streak running. Hello. How's it doing? Number 1.
Toby Price battled through the pain to win last year's edition, and the big Aussie is targeting his 3rd victory in 2020.
We're in a better position where we were last year coming into the race, so fingers crossed everything goes well this one, and we're excited to get out here in Saudi Arabia and check out all the desert.
Husqvarna are also a team to watch, with Pablo Quintanilla and Andy Short. The Chilean is back on form after his serious injury on last year's final stage.
It's a new route, a new place for all the riders, a new adventure. Let's get the party started.
Honda have suffered plenty of misfortune in recent editions. Ricky Brabec was on course for victory last year, but suffered heartbreak when he was let down by a broken engine.
You know, it was really hard to overcome that. You know, I feel like we had it. We were really close to making history, and yeah, I'm kind of recovered. We're looking sharp. We're good. We did a lot of training this year, and the bike's really good now. So hopefully we can put all the pieces together and end up with a great result.
Yamaha's Adrian van Beveren was also contesting the win when he crashed out in 2018 before a mechanical last year, but the birthday boy has gained valuable experience.
29 today, I'm a year older, and hopefully a year wiser. I'm going to make the most of my extra experience and maturity to be a bit more patient, perhaps.
Over in the quads, the promise is to be a fascinating battle between two former winners, Ignacio Casale and Rafael Sonic. The Pole is looking forward to the change of scenery, while the Chilean's happy to be back after a cameo in the SSVs last year.
I think it was time to change, and this is the best change I could think of. The desert in Saudi Arabia is beautiful, it's challenging, it's got everything what Dakar needs.
I'm really happy to be back in the quads. I won the last time I raced them in 2018. It's all about using your head to try and find solutions in the best and quickest way, and use that to try and win the rally.
Viva Chile. Ciao, ciao.
The true spirit of the Dakar is that, within reason, anybody on Earth could attempt it.
It's a lot of long hours, but it's the toughest way to do, but for me it was always the way I was going to do Dakar.
We have switched to adventure mode. Yes, the race is a race, but only for the top 20 competitors. For everyone else, it's an adventure. Whether you're alone over the handlebars, or a crew working together in the cockpit, the Dakar is notoriously the most grueling endurance rally in the world. Heartbreaking at times.
It's the end of the Dakar for me. Yeah, that's it.
As a test of human and mechanical endeavour, it has to be one of the toughest challenges to undertake. Many underestimate just how unforgiving the thousands of kilometres of relentless desert sands can be. But just to be part of the Dakar family, and maybe be one of the chosen few who actually reach the finish line, an indescribable bucket list moment. 1001 stories await the Dakar in Saudi Arabia.